Welcome dear students for one more class in 15ME33T mechanical measurement. We are discussing unit 2, that is transducers and strain gauges. In that we have seen in the last class what is a transducer, characteristics, then factors or requirements of a transducer, then performance and classification of transducers. In today's class we will be seeing the first type, that is transducer actuating mechanisms. So what are these transducer actuating mechanisms? Transducer actuating mechanisms are elastic members which when subjected to a pressure they get deformed. What happens? They get deformed as they are elastic members. The deformation may be measured by mechanical or electrical means. So how are you going to measure them? We are going to measure them by mechanical or electrical means. These mechanisms are convenient to use and can cover a wide range of pressure depending on design of the elastic members. As it says, depending on the type of elastic members, you can use them for wide application, that is wide range of pressures. Types of actuating mechanisms. So what are those different mechanisms? Diaphragm, corrugated diaphragm, capsule, bellows, circular bourdon, twisted bourdon tube, helical tube, straight tube, magnetic diaphragm, spiral bourdon tube, etc. So let us see each and every one of these. The first one is a diaphragm. As it is called as a diaphragm, it is an elastic member. So it consists of this elastic member here. This elastic member you can see. This is that elastic member which I am showing with a dark now with yellow color. So this is that elastic member, and this elastic member is going to be subjected to a force. That is, the force is applied per unit area, which is nothing but pressure. So due to this, what is going to happen? There is going to be a deflection. You can see this deflection which I am showing with a red now. This deflection is the deflection of this elastic member. So this is called as a diaphragm. The second one is called as corrugated diaphragm. It is curvy in nature and it is curved. You can see this elastic member, it is curved in nature. It is curved in nature. Then the third one is called as a capsule. This capsule, it looks like a capsule and the fluid goes and fills inside this capsule and it expands. The fourth one is called as a bellows. Right? It is where the pressure is applied inside this elastic member. This is that member inside where the pressure is applied. Then circular bourdon. It is a tube where the pressure is applied, and you can see this elongation in the x-axis. Then twisted bourdon. It is in the form of a twist. Then helical tube. It is in the form of a helix. You can see this deflection in x-axis. The pressure is applied from the bottom. Then straight tube. The tube is straight where the pressure is applied from all the ends, and you can see you can find out the deformation. Then the last one is called as spiral bourdon. It is in the form of a spiral tube where at the end you can see the pressure here. The pressure is acting at this end. So I apply the pressure here at this end in the form of a spiral, and you can see the deformation in x-axis. So thank you for this class. In the next class we will take up voltage and current generating analog transducers. Thank you.